Today we are doing a 3 dinner mini menu, and it uses one of seriously the most versatile and really cheap proteins. Now, spoiler alert, I found this at kind of regular price, but I know that this particular protein goes on sale a lot. So this is something that you can even get cheaper if you line it up with your local sales. So let's take a look at our grocery list. Now, the protein that I'm talking about that is cheap and affordable and very, very versatile is one of these 10-pound bags of chicken leg quarters. If you're not familiar with this is basically a whole chicken leg. So it has the drumstick and the thigh all attached. So technically, this is going to be dark meat. So if you're not a fan of dark meat, you can still do all of these recipes. You would just want to switch it out to be like chicken tenders or even chicken breasts. So the great thing about these recipes, they're always adaptable. So if you don't happen to have chicken leg quarters, but you have a whole bunch of other chicken you're trying to use up, you can still do these recipes. Now, we had a total of 13 items needed for 3 separate dinners, and the total came out to $21.97, which is really, really good. You're looking at under $8 for each meal. So let's look at the recipes. Now, I am a huge fan of what I call like dump it and let it go crock pot meals. I'm not a fan of having to do anything to things before you put them in the crock pot unless it's just basic chopping. So this is going to be a creamy chicken and noodles that we're just going to put a couple of the chicken leg quarters, some chicken broth, half an onion, and some Italian seasoning into a crock pot and let it sit. You can go on low for 6 to 7 hours. You can go on high 3 to 4 hours. Once that is done, and you'll see because the chicken will be like falling off the bone, I pull all the chicken out, remove the bones, some forks, and shred it really easily. And then I'm going to stir cream cheese into that chicken and all the juice in the crock pot. Now, here's where you have some options. If you have a crock pot that tends to run very hot, you can go ahead and add your uncooked egg noodles directly to your liquid and your cream cheese and let that cook for about 20 to 30 minutes. If your crock pot does not run super hot, you would want to just go ahead and boil those noodles on the stove. Once that's done, you can either stir the frozen veggies in at the end for that last 20 to 30 minutes, or you can just steam them in the microwave and then kind of fold them in. And that's really what I did. So the air fryer has become a lifesaver on so many things. There are so many items that if you were to try to make them in your oven, first off, they're going to heat up your house. It's going to be awful. Second, they tend to take like an hour. Okay. But the air fryer and a lot of things can cut your time down by 25 to 50%. So we're going to take 3 to 4 of those chicken leg quarters. Yes, it's going to depend on your size of your air fryer. Mine will easily fit 4 of these leg quarters. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to pat them dry a little bit. You can rub them with oil, or I just use like the spray oil. And then you're just going to season them with ranch seasoning. I put a range on here of 1 to 2 tablespoons because some people like it really, really seasoned. Some people do not. You're going to play that one by ear. So you put them down. I like to put them down where it's like skin side down first. Okay. So then we're going to cook them at 375 for 25 to 30 minutes in the air fryer. About halfway through, we're going to flip them up. So then the pretty side is going to be up. Okay. And then we're going to finish that off. I just use my thermometer and make sure that my chicken is at 165 degrees. Once it hits that temperature, I turn it off and I just let it sit for like 5 to 10 minutes. This is the difference between like dry roasted chicken and moist and juicy roasted chicken. Now, while that's cooking in the air fryer, we're going to make some basic rice. Now, you can always add whatever seasonings you like in there to kind of jazz up that white rice. And we've given like a gazillion options for that. But the number one thing is go look in your fridge. Go see if you have any leftover sauces or seasonings that you can add to that white rice to make it a little different. Like right now, I happen to have some gravy in my fridge. So that would be an easy one. I would just substitute some of the water for the rice with the gravy and boom, I've got an instant new flavor. Then we're just going to do some California style vegetables, and those are the kind you just steam in the bag in the microwave. Could not be any easier. The last meal in this plan is going to be another crockpot meal, but it's going to be a barbecue chicken and mashed potato bowl. This is somewhat like a KFC bowl, but instead of having like breaded fried chicken, we're going to have barbecue chicken. So once again, we are going to start with a couple of these leg quarters in our crockpot. I do like to spray it first, but that's totally up to you. We're going to go ahead and add the other half of the onion. We're going to add some barbecue sauce. I say about half a cup, but really you just want to get it nice and all the chicken coated. And then you can use either a quarter cup of water or a quarter cup of chicken broth if you have it. And we're just going to let that cook low and slow for 6-7 hours or 3 to 4 hours until tender. Once it gets closer to dinner, I just pull all the chicken out, remove it from the bone, and then put it back in and just kind of shred it up and add a little bit more barbecue sauce if needed. And then we're going to go super easy with a pack of instant red potato mashed potatoes. You can get whatever flavor you want. I just saw this one, was like, ooh, that looks cool. And then we're going to have some canned corn. Now, I just get a bowl, put the mashed potatoes, top it with some chicken, and then some of the corn. And then you can drizzle a little bit more barbecue sauce on top if you like. But it's super easy, and it's just one of those like feel good comfort meals. Now, just like with our big menus, I have 2 links down below. The first one is going to go to my Walmart grocery list. You can click on there, change the zip code, see what your total will be. You can also place a pickup order just by saying add to cart on all those. The second one, I have squished all of this information, the grocery list and the 3 recipes, into a 1-page PDF. So you can print that on my website. It's completely black and white, so we're not going to use up your ink. Now, I'm going to be doing more of these mini menus. So I like to do themes for them, whether it be one protein or one style, something along those natures. So let me know down below, what are some themes that you would like to see? Over on Facebook, they mention things like low carb, gluten-free, meatless, dairy-free. Any of those are great suggestions. So let me know what you would like to see on these mini menus, and I will see you later. Bye.